Let's go!
A grand slam! Todd Frazier!
Let's go!
And that ball is going to be out of here! A 3-run homer for Gabe Gardner. Fisher has it, fires to Franceschini, the game is over.
I'll be the last one standing. Last one standing. He got something to prove. Go ahead and make it move.
Andre, New Jersey wins the national championship.
Last one standing.
About a month ago, 7,000 Little League teams had a dream, and now we are down to just 2 with a chance to fulfill it, and that is to win the Little League World Series championship here.
That final game was the most exciting game I've been a part of.
We were so laid back. You never think we were playing a World Series game against Japan.
Prior to the final game, remember we had practice outside the stadium?
Yeah.
All the buses were unloading from Tom's River and everywhere. We had like
Yeah.
thousands of
Crazy,
people
yeah.
around,
So much fun.
and everyone's waving, and we're hitting ground balls, and everyone's missing something, and Jim Palmer was there, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Oh man,
yeah, and everyone was like,
so bad.
totally distracted. I mean, we were dropping everything, we were missing everything.
I went down and saw the practice. This team does not practice well. They don't take infield well. They don't practice well. And I talked to Joe Franceschini, and I said, what's the deal? He said, they're gamers. They play well.
So during the game, we had a few struggles that game, and Jim Palmer goes, yeah, well, it's understandable. I watched one of their practices, and they're not very good.
that's what I said.
Yeah. But in the meantime, like for 3 months, we were like drilling every day. And then one day, everyone's like in la la land.
That's why our team was so good. We'd either do infield contests or home run derbies every practice. And then do you remember when we were done practicing, our arms were over the fence like the Bad News Bears watching the Japanese, and like everything was synchronized. Boom, they were running balls. Like it was the most fundamentally sound practice. And I remember looking at RJ, I'm like, that's pretty good. You want to go play ping pong? Let's get out of here.
I remember their
Let's get the heck
practices
outta here.
because all those kids were just home run after home run, and the
Yeah.
parents would stand behind the fence.
Yes.
They'd bring the ball back, and they'd all bow to each
They
other.
would bow to it. Was unbelievable. It was just about respect.
Regiment,
That's
everything,
all it
yeah.
was.
And you look at us, bunch of hooligans running around with
Bunch of
sweatpants on.
sweatpants.
We had the flags in our
Nothing
hats.
matching.
Next day, people go, well, what are your chances against the Japan team? I said, I have no idea. I've never seen him play. It wasn't like I was scouting. I said, I'm throwing in, pitching. This is my lineup.
People
We win,
nowadays-
we win.
And we are set to go, and again, it will be Todd Frazier. He certainly is the best all-around player they've had. Hit deep for Frazier to left field. He's done it again. Todd Frazier's 4th home run of the Little League World Series.
It was the craziest game
That was
ever. Leading off with
bizarre.
the homer, I'm like, all right, hopefully that relaxes everybody. I mean, that's not at the time. I'm like, oh, I'm hyped
Well,
up.
you had a nice. You pretty much did that almost every game. You put us up to a nice lead with first pitch.
tried.
Well, that's why you always wanted to take first at bat. I mean, I remember always being like, I don't know why he doesn't want last licks. Like why don't we want the last?
I always had a good
Always.
one,
We're
too.
tough.
Always put the pressure on him early.
Yeah.
I always
Give
had
him pressure. As 11, 12 years old, you know how hard that. It's like, all right, we're down 1, 2, 3,
Well,
4, nothing.
And the pitcher takes the pitcher right out.
I'm gonna call my coach out on this. We're hitting in the cages. You explained to us, hey, if you can get a peek on the catcher back there, do you remember telling that
Oh,
to
yeah,
us? He said, and I'm back there looking. I'm like, all right, hold on. All right, no, this way, no, that way. And I remember Palmer called me out.
Right before the pitch, he looks where the catcher moves. He seems to move in because he moves early.
I look back, and I remember the catcher kind of gave me a weird look, too.
The Beast of the East roars early.
Hey, ain't cheating, you ain't trying, I guess.
Yeah, well, my motto, you ain't cheating, you ain't winning.
Yeah, hey,
That's
I'm
what I
winning.
say.
There
You
you
ain't
go.
cheating, you
Boom.
ain't winning,
Hey,
right?
I'm
So
gonna
we're
take
always
this
still
away.
signs.
Todd, this is all I got.
Yeah.
If they take this championship away from us,
Nails one. Goodbye, Furukawa. And Furukawa makes the most of his second chance, his second home run of the game.
I just remember watching Casey when he pitched. He gave up the first home run. He's like, all right, whatever. And then the 3rd and 4th, and he just kept putting his head down like this. And I'm looking, I'm like, holy cow, look at this ball.
He was just-
and the guys
he
would just
was-
put their arms up.
He
like,
was just overmatched by that guy. And
was
it was funny, too,
unbelievable.
because there was a guy in the stands sitting next to my father, not knowing my father was related. And he goes, what the hell is he doing? Does that guy know what he's doing? He says that it's like batting practice out there, But the interesting part about it is that all their home runs were solo home runs. And we hit 2-run homers, 3-run homers, you know, which was the difference.
Deep, there's gone. Home run number 7. Pinch hitter Chris Cardone.
What a great moment for him.
For me, at least, not being an everyday player, the most comfortable I was in the game because I was like, all right, this feels like practice. I just remember being relaxed in that game because, I mean, for me, it was being away from home was kind of tough for me. And I remember that being the last game, being like, well, this is it. I mean, if you don't enjoy this game, there's no point in even being here.
Remember there was a home run derby and like, I didn't make it to the final. I think you made it, and Chris Crawford and Bellstein, like guys that,
Right,
you know,
right,
rarely hit the home run. This guy's
Yeah.
parking them out. I'm like, he might be gearing up for something.
Now here comes Chris Cardone, who homered as a pinch hitter.
Deep again. Cardone, his second homer. New Jersey leads it.
That whole run was kind of a bit of a, you know, a blur for me because, like I said, half the time I was just watching these guys, like in awe of. I mean, I've kind of always been in awe of Todd Frazier. You know, it's like so it was an all-star team. So my everyday position was shortstop, and people always say, well, you know, what position did you play? I said, well, I played shortstop, but on that team, nobody played short. You know, Todd Frazier played shortstop. So, but it was all a blur. I mean, I do remember Casey being on second, and after the fact, Casey coming up to me and saying, did you get my signs? Because he was giving me signs from second base. And I said, no. I said, I was completely oblivious to it. He goes, oh, well, it worked out good. You know.
I coached the team of cheaters, huh?
Did you hit any homers during that season before then?
No.
So that was his first 2 homers.
Yeah.
Two
You
homers.
couldn't pick them. They had a time thing going. I'll tell you right now.
Appreciate it.
That's my dog, man. That's what I'm talking
Time
about.
is everything.
Timing is everything. And
It was such a blast, man.
being lucky is better than
too.
being good sometimes.
A 4-run lead, 12-8. And here is Todd Frazier. Now he can close it down.
Oh man, I was nervous because I had to face those 3 and 4 batters again.
Playable. Franciscini with a long run and puts it away. 2 outs to go. Deep. Deep. Home run number 6 for Japan. Right down Broadway. 2 out, 1 to go. And it'll be power against power.
I said, just get
You
him
struck out the big guy.
Yeah, I struck out the big guy to win it.
Got him. It's over. The Beast is the best. A fabulous week of Little League Baseball.
Good tournament, Tom. Good tournament.
Toms River, New Jersey, such a deserving champion. Todd Frazier, a hero all week long, but he had help today, especially from Chris Cardone.
It was just crazy. It was such a good time, man. With the lucky breaks we had, and that's baseball in a nutshell, but we had some lucky breaks.
There's so many ways to lose that championship.
Oh,
so many
man.
ways to lose
Think
that
about
tournament.
it, yeah. I mean, just day one, you know.
So when people ask us like, oh, what's the secret? Just be lucky.
When we did the parade at home, we're like, oh my God, we did something big here. It was.
Yeah, we didn't have an idea.
It had no idea. They
No
did
idea.
such a good job
All
of
the stuff
keeping
was
us
going on.
separated.
Isolated, yeah.
I think everybody from Toms River, if they weren't in Toms
It was
River,
crazy.
they were at that
We were
parade. If they
joking,
were-
I remember joking on the bus ride back. We're like, they're putting us on a fire truck? Like,
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be 3 people
Yeah.
on Route 37 or
And
at the
it
Little
wa-
League, and
it
we
was
came onto the bridge of
unbelievable.
the Parkway, and that's when you started seeing people, and it
It was
just
crazy.
kept multiplying. It was that was pretty
Absolutely
cool.
nutty. Remember the funny thing about that? Boomer Wells was pitching. David Wells was pitching, and Casey, your son, had his phone number on the glove. And remember, it was on live TV. Your home phone number was on the glove. Do you
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
that?
yeah. Well,
that was the funniest part about it.
I got a phone call
And
after the
it was so
tournament.
funny,
A buddy I went to high school in Florida, and he calls me and he said, hey, now I got your number. And he says, on Casey's glove.
Yeah.
Glove.